Aiden's terrified of his own house. Bailey liked it. Look, we have an oven and a stove. Wow-wee. Dishwasher, say what? And our RO.
Oh, they ran it. I wonder why.
Let me see. Oh, big glorious bathroom. See, they made all kinds of like annotations of what they need to do still. I'm so excited. My closet finally has rods too. Pretty excited about that. Look at all the storage. There's so much storage. I'm sure I'll fill it up, huh? Aiden is terrified. He's not a good kid with change. Don't touch the tape. I can't imagine them coming in and doing all of this in like a week. Doesn't that blow your mind?
Yeah.
What do you think, Miss Bailey? You like it? Do you like it? Are you a water baby? I think you are. Aiden's in heaven. Swimming for the second time in a row in one day. Aiden, say bye. Bye. Bailey, say bye.
Hey guys, happy Monday. It is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been actually a really odd morning. Remember last week I was saying that Bailey's not reverse cycling. I may stand corrected, or she's just, I don't know. It could be teething, it could be a million things. Long story short, because I have a tendency to make them very long, is that she was up at 1:30 this morning all the way until like almost 4, and then Aiden woke up at like 7, so didn't get a whole lot of sleep, which we saw how that worked out last week with the migraines. So Andrew but you know what I mean. He watched the kids while I laid down for like another 2 hours. So I got up, took a shower, because I didn't do that yesterday, which is so gross. And I have placed approximately 18,941 phone calls trying to get this thing on my lip removed. I remember the week of Vacation Bible School, I bit it off, and it was fine for the longest time. That sounds so gross, but it's actually grown back, so there's definitely something wrong. I'm not gonna go to that dark place because it's gonna be an amazing week. It's closing week. The theme of this week is closing. Sign paperwork in 3 days. Days. Yeah, I had a referral from my primary care to go to an oral surgeon. The closest date he had was like August. Not waiting that long. So then I went back to like my oncologist. They referred me to a dermatologist. They don't touch stuff inside your mouth. So I think what I'm gonna do is what I should have done in the first place, and I was advised by Thou Shall Not Be Named not to do this because it was gonna be more expensive, to just do it by my dentist, but I'm just gonna do it. I wish I would have done it back then, but I'm not gonna go to that place because it's gonna be a great week. No negativity shall touch this vlog. None. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We did. It was just really chill. Andrew works the weekends, and so it's not anything like exciting. We did go to the house, so that was really exciting. They have a little bit of work to do, and not a whole lot of time to do it. That was on Saturday, and nobody was there, but there was like other workers in the community on Saturday, like people doing like the frames and the cement and tile and stuff like that, but there's nobody at our house. So I wonder if there's like a crew that goes through and does like all the fixing of everything. I don't know. So Yeah, and then on Thursday, we go to the house and do our, they call it a gold key orientation. And so we go through with tape and see any inconsistencies or, you know what I mean, cosmetic things that they need to fix. Not only cosmetic, but I don't think, at this point, there's nothing structural. So, and then right after that, we do title. And so that's Thursday. And then a week from today, the day actually that this goes up, we will have keys in hand. Today is like kind of a bittersweet day because my grandma is actually going in. I didn't even tell you guys, I don't think, that she had her PET scan and they found a mass on her lung. So that's not great. And today they're going in for the exploratory on the lady parts down under. And then actually on Thursday, my mom was supposed to watch the kids, but they scheduled her, my grandmother, to do a biopsy on the lung on Thursday. So I don't know why they did it that way because she's going to be 78 in September, and both procedures today and Thursday require anesthesia, which I feel like one in itself on a person of that age isn't the best thing, but 2 in 1 week, just days apart, like, I don't know. And I don't even know why they're doing an exploratory procedure today when they did a PET scan, which is how they found the mass on the lung. So if there's anything else, they would have seen it. So anyways, I'm really glad my mom is there with her. My dad and her left Malibu on Saturday, and he actually flew from Malibu or Long Beach straight to Dallas. And my mom stayed behind with the vehicle. And my dad comes home Wednesday night so that he could be there with us on Thursday because, remember, I've told you guys before, like, my dad's, like, one of those people you want with you on, like, buying things because he's a salesman himself. And, well, he used to be. He's not anymore. He's kind of higher up in the corporate world. But he just, like, asks all the right questions. He notices everything. He's been like that my whole life. Like, any major decision, like, I want my dad there, like buying a car or, you know what I mean, stuff like that. He's just really, really good at stuff like that. And so he's coming home Wednesday night to be here for Thursday morning orientation. And so I'm really glad that my mom stayed behind and she's there with my grandma. And then we don't know when they're going to come home. I know next Tuesday, the movers and the truck are reserved. Couldn't think of the word. So that's exciting. This is a super long intro, but I don't know what else we're gonna get into today. Yesterday I bought a little bit of bits and bobs for the house. I got like shelf liners because I don't know if you guys saw, my cabinets are all white. And my husband, I don't know if that was a smart choice. Aesthetically, love it. It's amazing. My husband and 2 children, maybe not. It's Andrew more than my kids. Like, Andrew is so rough with stuff. He's like a giant child. He's worse than a giant child. So pots and pans and stuff like that going in and out of the drawers. Tomorrow we're going to go finalize hardware for all the cabinets. And like I said, I got some bits and bobs yesterday that I ordered online. We got a gift card to Walmart, and I just can't bring myself to go in to ours because it's so horrible with crime. Not that I have anything against Walmart. I'm not a snob. Obviously, I do prefer Target just because I'm a basic white girl. And I might be going there later today, actually. I need to get out of the house. Last week, Thursday, I had my migraine. Friday, I, like, recovered from my migraine. Saturday, we went and saw the house. Didn't leave the house at all on Sunday. I wanted to, like, pack and stuff like that, but instead, I found myself watching 8 episodes of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Does anybody, like, remember watching that when they were younger? And so all over Facebook, everyone was like, season 2, episode 1 is like Christianity at its best, and this, and that. And I was like, what is everybody talking about? Where is this Queer Eye for the Straight Guy? And I am a Netflix, not connoisseur per se, but I watch Netflix. And so I don't know how I've never seen that Queer Eye for the Straight Guy was back. And I love every single one of them. And I loved that episode, season 2, episode 1. I haven't even watched season 1 because I jumped straight to that because it was just like going viral. And it was so good to see, especially in the South. it like held this little special place in my heart. Something like super personal. Growing up, my brother, who is 2.5 years older than me, and I think I've mentioned maybe twice in my life on this channel, he's just not a person that, I don't know how to describe that. Maybe I'll go into that some other time. But anyways, growing up, he was a huge homophobe, and disgustingly, like, to the point of being like a bigot. Just, he would like scream at them on the streets. Like if he saw 2 guys or 2 girls holding hands, he would scream ew or ick or, you know, whatever. And my brother considered himself like a Christian, but he was like not a part of a cult, but like a following where it was way out of line, where like if you celebrated Christmas even or Halloween, they were considered pagan holidays because Christmas isn't the real birth of Jesus Christ. And you know what I mean? Like he just went off the deep end. Before him and I like stopped talking, like he was just in another dimension. And so it actually created quite a few rifts between him and I growing up, because I have always been accepting of the gay community, even though I'm Christian. Like I strongly believe in what they were saying on that episode. It's actually giving me goosebumps right now, about like loving. How can you claim to be a Christian and not love everyone when Jesus did? You know what I mean? And I have always quoted like, thou shalt not judge or you will be judged. I have some issues with that with like girls and like stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I've never judged like somebody's lifestyle in that way. I don't know why, but I've always had an insane amount of gay friends, and I just get along with them really well, like especially gay guys. I don't know why, but like I just love them. I do. And I'm not like what they call like a fag hag. My very best friend Chris, you know, I have 2, Christina and then Chris, but Chris, you know, is a homosexual man, and he's not a typical gay guy. Like I'm not his fag hag, you know what I mean? It's not like a Will and Grace scenario. But anyways, I just have always been around gay people, and I've never minded, I've never judged, and so my brother used to criticize me and to the point of bully me about being friends with gay people, and he like never got that concept. Like, what does it affect you? In what way is this hurting you? Like, if it's something that they're doing that is wrong, they're going to answer for that later. Like, if that's what you believe. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. Like, if you're a gay person, like, you're going to come, you know, to Jesus and answer for what you're doing. It's not anything like that. But, like, he just believed that so much. Like, in what way does that affect you? If that's what you believe, that they're going to answer for what they're doing, like, affects you in 0 ways. You know what I mean? And I personally, like, I don't believe that, you know, I don't. I love everyone. I really do. And so, anyways, it was just really neat to see that episode. It really was. And, there's like a few other ones on there that like taught some lessons, you know what I mean? So yeah, I found myself watching that. This is the longest intro ever. Wow, look at that pretty rose bush, baby. Oh, and the white one. Smells like meow. Good morning. It's Tuesday, and I'm out by myself. I forgot my wedding ring. Oops. New update on that is that everything's fine. It was definitely whatever she said about the compound in between the white gold and the gold irritating my skin. Ever since I got it, I think it's been about 2 weeks now. Yeah, I went and picked it up during VBS. I'm like referring everything to that time frame of VBS. It's been fine. So anyways, today I am going out by myself. My dad comes home mañana anoche. And so I want to get like their truck washed because I used it all week, actually the last 2 weeks, and obviously fill up the tank. Remember I told you guys about putting things back better than you found them. So I also have some errands that I have to run. So I'm gonna stop at Goodwill and see if I can find anything for the house. I haven't been to the Goodwill by our house in a really long time, and I just really want to take my time outside of the house today by myself. I was telling you guys yesterday I was gonna go to Target, and I ended up not doing it. It was just too late, and the kids are fussy. Bailey was up really early yesterday, but she slept in today. I was actually up before everyone. I didn't go to bed until 11, and I woke up at 5:30. I think my body's just adjusting to it, but that means I'm gonna have to take a nap later. So, because even though my body's getting used to like waking up, if I still don't get enough sleep, migraine central. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store right now and get a couple things, nothing obviously perishable, and then pay a bill. We have these things here in Phoenix. I've never seen them before. Moving here, it's like a kiosk for your bills. So like my parents' electric bill, there's a kiosk inside the grocery store, and you can just pay it with cash. And so since my mom's gonna be gone another week, she wants me to pay her electricity bill for her, and I am more than happy to do so. And then I'm gonna go to Target, obviously. Later on, Andrew and I are gonna go to Home Depot or Lowe's, depending, and get some hardware for the cabinets. We did pick some out at Home Depot, but I remember I wasn't like overly in love with them per se, so we'll see what we get into. But I'm at the grocery store now. I'm gonna grab a Starbucks, grab some bananas for Aiden, and that's it. Pay this bill, and then maybe I'll show you Goodwill. So I didn't take you in the store with me, but I found some really freaking amazing things. I spent $30 on 4 chairs, a desk, and a dresser. What? It was 20% off today, which is also flippin' amazing. There's like 2 more pieces that I was like really eyeing, and I might go back for them just because it is 20% off today. I have been like on the hunt, or actually lusting after, some really cool like bar stools to sit up at that counter for like a breakfast bar. And they're like $100 each. $100 for 1 chair. Why? So I got these really ugly ones. Their bones though are amazing. It has like this really cool detail on the back, like wood detail, and they're ugly brown with the ugliest worn out disgusting fabric, and I'm literally just gonna sand them, paint them white, and put a really gorgeous fabric on the cushions. And maybe depending on what it looks like when I open it up, I might have to replace the actual foam cushion, so we'll see. But the chairs were $5. With my 20% off, they were only $4. $4 for a chair. And then obviously, you know, you have to factor in paint, fabric, sandpaper. And then I've been looking for a desk to go in that gigantic hallway. When you first walk in, I want something along that wall to the left because it's just so long and big. So I'm gonna put a desk there. It's not like a real desk. It's like, I mean, it's a desk. It has like 3 little drawers on it. And I found an amazing lamp that all I need to do now is find a lampshade. But I'm gonna do that once I get in the house and see what my style really is. Same with like the chairs. And then I need to I found a little tiny dresser, but it was $5 for this dresser. And it's only like a little 2 drawer, but it was already sanded, so it has really good bones. Again, a little bit of hardware and some paint. It's gonna be really cute. It's gonna be really cute. I'm thinking, you guys know my style is like very Parisian, but I also really love farmhouse, and so I'm trying to think of what colors. Like obviously my whole entire theme is like gray, white, and that's it. gray and white. It's like very cool tone, very neutral, so I can throw in any pop of color I want. And so I would love to have like some baby pinks in there, which I know sounds really scary for a house that's for a family, but if you do it right, it can look really, really cute. But I also want to throw like some navy blue in there, but I don't want it to look like a gender house, you know what I mean, like pink and blue. But I want it, I don't know, I think if I do it right, it could look really amazing. And so anyways, I know for a fact that I'm going to do the chairs white and some sort of like gray, beautiful fabric, because again, that's very neutral and I can take it with me anywhere I go, which I don't know if I told you guys this, but we're planning on maybe being in this house for 3 to 5 years, and that's it. We're not going to stay in Phoenix longer than that. We just don't like it. I mean, we like Phoenix, but it's not our long-term place of living. I say that now. It could be different once we get in the house, but the summers are just too hot, and Andrew and I are very Four Seasons kind of people. So I'm going to go home and drop these off, and then I'm going back out. I called Andrew and asked him if he wanted to go with me, but he said Bailey just laid down, and I'm sure he just wants to chill at home anyway, so I'm okay with that. He has shit to do anyway. I do stuff all week long, like make phone calls and stuff like that, so I put him in charge of finding a exterminator company to treat our house and come monthly or bi-monthly, depending. And he's also in charge of the internet situation. He wants to get a new, or we need a new router, and they're like a couple $100s to get a good one. So, oh, it was the ugliest face I think I've ever made in a vlog. Oh. So anyways, I'm home, so I'm gonna unload this sheet and then go back out. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Yeah. That is full of makeup and makeup boxes. Makeup boxes. Almost all sorted. This dresser is completely empty. It looks like I didn't do anything, but I actually made quite a bit of progress and went through a lot and just got rid of a lot of stuff. I'm so nervous about throwing these away. You don't understand how much my OCD is like, do not do this. Thought I would share a meal with you. So I get these raviolis at Costco. They are frozen, but I put them in the fridge. And then some breadcrumbs, dip them in some egg, dip them in some breadcrumbs, roll them in some olive oil. I use olive oil because it's better. You can use vegetable or whatever. And then you see how this one's like puffed up? That's how you know it's ready to turn, and it's a nice golden brown. Heat up some marinara. Bada bing, bada boom. Dinner is done. Is it the healthiest thing in the world? No. Is it delicious? Yes, it is. Hello. It's Friday. I haven't talked to you guys in a couple days because it has been insane. Insane. Wednesday, we cleaned, and when I say we, I mean me. I was like, Andrew, we're gonna clean all day. He was like, okay, I'll start on the closet. And that took him all day while I washed down the entire house full of baseboards and doors and did a magic eraser on the entire house. He cleaned the closet. And then Thursday, 9 a.m., we went over to the house and blue taped everything. I wanted to video it, but our realtor was there, my dad was there, and then there were 2 workers that work for like KF Donian, which is like the builder. So it was just a lot. Plus we had both the kids because my mom was supposed to watch them, but she's in California, so it was just too much to film, and it was kind of boring but exciting for us, you know what I mean? We went through and like with a fine-tooth comb marked everything that needed to be painted. There were no like serious issues, except for there's like a cracked tile in the upstairs bathroom and one downstairs, but there was like no drywall really, just a few like dings that they need to fill in sand. There were no issues with cabinets or fixtures or outlets or electrical anything, so that's really good. Or foundation, obviously. Just like really cosmetic stuff. So that was really exciting. And then right from there, we came back home, ate, and went straight over to Tidal. But, Wednesday night, so we go out to dinner because we cleaned all day. We had 3 gift cards to Chili's. And so we are on our way to Chili's, and I made the mistake of saying out loud, like, wow, the air feels really good in the car, because last summer it started getting kind of warm, like our air conditioning in the vehicle. And so we're on our way home, and literally in a split second, it went from cold to hot. And so the timing of it was terrible. It was like 8 o'clock Wednesday night. We had to be at the house at 9, and that took 2 hours. And then we had to go over to sign title, and we had no air conditioning. We had to take the kids with us, and it was 116. It was a terrible experience. So literally yesterday, Thursday, after we were done with all of that, my dad found a mechanic that comes to your house. And so, I mean, it's a little bit pricier. Like, they charge you $80 as a service fee, but it's totally worth it, because I'm not sitting in some small little stinky, dirty, you know what I mean, auto shop with 2 kids, because Andrew had to go to work, which my dad took him in the truck. And that was another thing. So Tuesday, remember, I went to Goodwill and I found all these pieces, and then I went to the grocery store and Target, and I was by myself. It was a great day. So I'm at home. We unloaded the truck, and I went to start it, and it made a pop, and then it was like I was like, oh my gosh. I was freaking out because I thought I did something. So while the guy came to look at my air conditioner, he looked at my dad's truck, and thank God I didn't do it, and he fixed it. And that kind of like covered the cost. He was like, I'll look at it for free, since, you know, we charge you $80 to come out. I was like, oh my God. And so it was free fix for my dad's truck. However, I need a brand new air compressor in my Honda, which is a $900 job. Parts and labor. So, that sucks, because obviously that's a ton of money, and we just spent the most amount of money ever on a house. So we still need a refrigerator. We still need stupid shit for the house, you know, so it just sucks. But anyways, I'm not going to complain at all, because the fact that I can even get a house, the fact that I have the money to pay for a vehicle that has air conditioning when it's 120 outside, when there are people who have to take the bus or walk, I'm not going to complain, because God is good. So anyways, woke up this morning and ran to the grocery store with Aiden, and it was really fun. Him and I haven't like gone somewhere by ourselves, I feel like, in a little bit, and we had a good time. So after that, I came home, and my dad took Andrew to work, and I've been packing ever since. I like repacked some stuff in the living room, and I've done a ton in my beauty room, like all that. That's empty. I packed up all my makeup. I made like a little overnight bag of just stuff that I'm going to use in the next 3 days. I probably will only do my makeup. I don't even know if we're going to go to church, honestly. Some update is that my grandmother is going to actually come back with my mom. She had her biopsy yesterday, and she said she feels really good, so that's cool. And so where was I going with that? Couldn't tell you. She's coming back with my mom. They're gonna get here tomorrow, and yeah, Monday at 1 o'clock we get keys, and sadly enough, Andrew has to work, and so I'm gonna be doing it all by myself. But I'm okay with that. You guys know I don't mind doing shit by myself. I mean, I wish he was there with me, because it's like our house. It's like something we did together for the first time. Andrew obviously has never bought a house before him and I got together. I've never bought a house, so it's just something really exciting, and I wish he was there, but it's also kind of a good thing for me to be like, you know what I mean? This is a huge accomplishment, and I feel like a grown-up, and it's like a whole new chapter of our lives. We have 2 kids. We have our very first house, and Andrew is in a new career field, and Aiden's going to start preschool here in a couple months, and, you know, I can kind of figure out what it is that I'm doing. I want to continue with what I was supposed to do last year. Remember, I kept telling you guys over and over again, big things are coming, it's a huge surprise. And then I got pregnant. It was Bailey. But that's not what I was working on. I mean, we worked on Bailey, but anyways, I'm going to end the vlog here just because, like I said, my mom and grandma are coming home tomorrow, and I will not have time to edit this. So when they get here, I want to get this done, and then I have 2 other videos that I filmed, actually. I might put one up today, so you might have already seen it. If not, it'll be coming soon. I did like a homeware haul, so I'm ready to chill out, sit down, drink a cup of coffee. Bailey's asleep. The mechanic's back working on my car. Andrew's at work. Aiden is watching Minions. No, Despicable Me #3, which is a risky choice because the Minions, he mocks them, and so he goes bananas. Get it? So I'm gonna end the vlog here. This is the last vlog in this house. Monday for the new vlog, the day this goes up, I will have keys to my new house. My mother fluffin' house. What? I painted my nails today and I screwed them up. I know that you guys are all looking at them. I'm just kidding. So anyways, love you guys. See you in my next video. In my new house.